comparing this to the company I just exited from, when you're going at it alone with a vision, with an idea, with maybe some early founding team members, but it's your first time figuring out a lot of this on your own. And so I walk in here with you guys, and immediately I tell people all the time that if having an idea is like the 0-yard line and being acquired is the 100-yard line, the touchdown, I'm walking in and we're on like the 40-yard line already from the beginning, which is incredibly encouraging because you're working with people who've been there, who've done it. You've got all aspects of everything I'm going to need as a venture builder already on the team. And so when I stepped in, Keith Brown, who's one of the partners there at Method 5, he's already running as the product owner, running these process-driven ways of creating product with a development team. They're going through sprints. We have an alpha. We're out using this in the market, getting customer feedback. Just, it's night and day to what I have previously experienced on my own in the past.
So tell me a little bit about other tools within the Eagle Venture platform that you've been able to use.
The one that comes to mind the most is probably this tool called Proforma. And that came out of Eagle Venture Lab. And, I'm talking with Wes at Eagle Venture Fund, and, we're needing to create a deal room, right? And we've got to build out all the cash flow and P&L and balance sheet and burn rates and all the stuff that you do when you're creating a company. And previously, again, like it was me with an Excel sheet, and then I've got, 10 different ones. I make a change on one on my revenue projection. I've got to go over to my cash flow and make a change there. And like nothing's integrated. They're all over the place. And I'm not trained CFO. So it's just, that's a lot of work, right? And so I come in, and Wade and the team have created a thing called Proforma. And you literally, a couple hours, you put all of your expenses in there that you know of and all your assumptions, and you put all your revenue projections in your cap table, hit process, and it generates every financial report that you're going to need for a deal room that answers every question a potential investor is going to be asking. And so really, really powerful. And then I look under the hood and find out that they've been doing this for 10 years, building out every one of these equations and how they're all integrated together. And so, just having access to stuff like that is hugely helpful and limits the cost and burn that I'm going to have to incur as an entrepreneur, not going out and hiring a fractional CFO from day one or high-level accountants. And so that's there, and saves a lot of time and gives me a lot of confidence telling my story to potential investors as well. And them, us passing the sniff test, this is all thought through and legit, right?
Inside of Method 5s, we've really worked to build something called Build Lab. And the idea is that we build what you're running out with, and then Growth Lab helps to market it at a fraction of the cost through a world-class marketing program. But let's focus in on Build Lab and some of the, just in general, tell me about the experience.
When I've done this stuff on my own as more of a daredevil personality entrepreneur, I'm like, just build, get it out the door. Let's go sell. And then you quickly find out later on, once you're already in market, like all the things you built wrong or the stuff that's not correct or has to go be edited or changed. And so working with yourself and having this design thinking around it is we're going really into the vision and design and laying that out and working through it. And then what's cool is I think the reason I've gone fast in the past is because I haven't had the resources around me. Like with you guys, it's like, hey, we're going to envision this. And then like literally tomorrow, here's your wireframes. And then here's next day, here's how the user flow is going to work. And so it's incredibly fast instead of just painfully slow, sometimes taking months to do this stuff. And then I also think the stuff you've walked me through is helping me to ask the right questions, to validate those assumptions and the answers that we have to those questions. And then that leads into our product design. In my experience, starting other companies and working with other companies, a lot of times they don't even ask those questions till way, way, way later in the process. And so consequently, you don't go to market well, you waste a lot of cash, you burn through a lot of people, and you don't end up getting the result that you wanted. And so I think your intentionality and approach to like empathy-driven decision making and working through personas, and then just validating those questions before they make it to a product team or developers who are building this. I think that's we're taking a world of experience and putting that into a product that's going to de-risk this for everybody and give us a lot better opportunity for success.